No, I would never celebrate somebody losing their job. This is a company that has been bleeding money like a stuck pig. And now they're pulling a corporate Houdini to avoid investor lawsuits that are practically knocking at their door. We're talking billions in losses over the years, a stock price that's crashed harder than a buggy Assassin's Creed launch, and a desperate pivot to a new subsidiary called Vantage Studios. Oh, and let's not forget the real punchline, Marc Alexis-Cote, the woke warrior who turned Assassin's Creed into a preachy swamp of agenda-driven nonsense, getting shown the door. Ubisoft has been hemorrhaging cash for years. The stock is down, the sales are tanking, and the investors are sharpening their pitchforks. So what's the big move at the top? Well, they're going to merge with Tencent, only a little bit though, and spin things off into a new subsidiary called Vantage that'll house all the things that do make money. Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six are the first to be extracted from the sinking Ubisoft ship. And it's like they said, quick, grab all the valuable stuff and let everything else sink. Let everything else burn. Geniuses. The new CEO, Charlie Guillemot, is the son of Yves, or however you say that guy's name. So nothing's changing. There's passing things down the nepotism ladder to the next guy that's going to gaslight everybody about, oh, it's all great, guys. These are the best sales of 2025. Believe us, for reals. 10 gorillion players online right now, guys. Don't believe Steam charts. They would lie. The new CEO is Charlie Guillemot, the son of Yves Guillemot. That's right, they're just passing things down the old nepotism ladder. But Charlie's got a few new ideas, and those new ideas don't require woke warriors like Marc Alexis-Cote. Marc is the former VP and executive producer who thought Assassin's Creed was his personal soapbox for social justice. This guy's been spewing leftist dogma like it's in his job description or something. And boy howdy, did he sink the franchise into a muddy pit of political messaging. Remember his BAFTA masterclass in 2024? He stood there, smug as ever, preaching about embracing the full spectrum of human history and challenging norms with characters like O.R.C.A, the totally real and totally not made up by a white guy black samurai in feudal Japan, and Naue, a fictional female warrior. He called it historical authenticity, but let's be real, it's pandering fanfic dressed up as diversity that went around smashing sacred temples and sacred worship sites in Japan. He had the gall to say Assassin's Creed is a platform for dialogue and understanding. It's a game where you go around murdering people. It is not at all a platform for dialogue and understanding, unless your understanding is murdering people. Are you confused about what an assassin is, Mr. Cotier? As if gamers want to lecture on inclusivity instead of, fun. His big line? Video games can change the world by changing people. Oh, for God's sakes, it just never ends with these guys. Everything they get their hands on has to become a political agenda canon. They can't just go to work and do their job. It has to be for the greater good. Oh, and the backlash that everybody at Ubisoft keeps crying about? Well, real fans tore into shadows for its forced diversity and heavy-handed storytelling. X-Post lit up with players calling it a woke disaster. And the sales projections? Straight into the gutter. Mark's response? Whine about intolerance and hate while doubling down on his vision of open societies versus closed ones, quoting authors like Fareed Zakaria and How Democracies Die to sound profound and deep. Newsflash, Mark, gamers don't want your TED Talk, they just want to murder people in the murder people game. It's not that hard. They want stealth, they want action, and a story that doesn't feel like a Reddit thread from the sociology department at your local community college. His obsession with fighting fear and standing firm against criticism didn't alienate fans enough. It also tanked engagement and got projects like the Reconstruction-era Assassin's Creed post-Civil War game. Admittedly, I think it's a bad idea, but that got that shit canned because of all this political posturing. It even made it impossible to communicate a legitimately interesting idea because of the political headwind that idea would face due to the fact that Ubisoft has made itself a center point in American political dialogue. For some reason, a company that does most of its development of Assassin's Creed in Canada and is headquartered in France. Vantage is not weighed down by Ubisoft's obligation to fix the world with video games, and they don't believe that Marc Alexis-Cote's message is necessary to bring over to the new era of Assassin's Creed. They asked him to step aside when he refused to take a demotion in order to stay on board with Assassin's Creed under Vantage's management. In his LinkedIn post, he sounded quite pathetic.
The past 24 hours have been deeply emotional. Reading all your public and private messages has reminded me of so many moments, people, and shared dreams from the past 2 decades. I have been archiving all of them, something to revisit one day when I am old, smiling at what we built together. From the messages of colleagues, friends, and fans, a recurring theme has emerged that I feel the need to clarify. Many of you have expressed surprise that I would choose to leave Assassin's Creed after so many years, especially given the passion I still hold for it. The truth is simple. I did not make that choice. Ubisoft decided to transfer the leadership of the Assassin's Creed franchise to someone closer to its new organizational structure. A different position was mentioned, but it did not carry the same scope, mandate, or continuity with the work I had been entrusted with in recent years. I want to be clear that I hold no resentment. Ubisoft has been my home for all my professional life, and I will always be grateful for the people, the projects, and the belief that together we could create worlds that inspire millions. But I also owe it to my teams, past and present, to say this plainly. I did not walk away. I stayed at my post until Ubisoft asked me to step aside. As someone who grew up inspired by Star Trek, in the later years of my career, I came to see myself as the captain of the Assassin's Creed ship. Someone who lives only once every soul on board is safe. And that is exactly what I have done for as long as I could. Thank you again for your messages of support. They mean more to me than you can imagine. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
Sorry, Mark. Your ship was already at the bottom of the ocean, blown out and weighed down by your sanctimonious drivel. Vantage Studios is Ubisoft's way of hitting the reset button on its major franchises. A new leadership, a new focus. No more woke crusades. I don't believe it. I honestly believe that they'll be back into the same mess momentarily. This is only a stunt to get investors on board and cheat them out of money all over again. They're betting on devs who actually listen to players, not lecture to them. And with 10 cents cash keeping the lights on, they might just pull it off for a while. But you'll have to let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. And as always, guys, there's a lot of reasons to get hot under the collar out there, so keep a cool head and good luck out there.